Welcome to the spin. Oh, there he is. He's already running back. Welcome to the spin. March 5th. We are joined by the world record holder, 25.1, breaks the scorecard, calls his shot, the one and only Colten Mertens. Welcome to the show.
What's up, fellas?
Did Team Oval team proud coming in at number one, boosting up that percentile because I pulled it down pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, first, before we get into fitness, I wanted to see, did you ever find a home for the last puppy of your litter?
Yeah, sold her yesterday. Somebody in Cedar Falls, Iowa is going to buy her. So
Nice.
That's the last one gone. I won't. I think we'll have another litter. It'll be late this year, probably winter.
You need to get on Sevon. I think he's itching to get another dog. So he was kind of thinking about it.
So I saw it. I shared it with my wife, and she was like, "I need that." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "No, I can't do another dog. We have three. Three's enough right now." I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
You sure?"
Well, the thing is, having 4 dogs is barely any more than having 3. Like one is a lot more than 0, but 4 is pretty much the same as 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we didn't have our Basset Hound, we might do it. The Basset Hound is very, very needy. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen a good Basset Hound in a minute.
Oh, dude, that was a great idea, and it is very, very intense.
I wanted to get some of those to breed along with my wiener dogs. When we first started, Allie wouldn't let me.
Man, I feel like they used to be like real common to see, especially like in Kentucky. Everybody had one, and now I don't ever see them anymore.
There's one that lives in Hillsboro. They used to chase me when I run through Hillsboro. This was another little asshole.
Well, when we got Olive, Colton's puppy, we left for that Yellowstone trip right after, and the Basset Hound got very, very upset that we were gone and like was losing her mind. And then we came back and had the puppy, and she was just not doing well. So It was bad. But anyway, 361 reps. You called it back on Pedro's show. When you see the workout announced, I mean, are you just immediately knowing that this is how I'm going to do it? Like, what do you do when you hear the workout? Are you watching the live show? Those types of things.
Yeah, I was listening to the live show through my headphones. I was at the farm watching the pig barn, but I have like YouTube open in my pocket, and I was listening to it on my little Bluetooth headphones that go underneath, like the noise canceling ones. So I was listening to it, and at first I didn't really understand it because I thought they were going to be lunging with a dumbbell. So that was kind of interesting that we didn't have a dumbbell. But then afterwards, I rewatched watch Austin, Rich, Roman, and Haley go. And I thought Austin's score would probably be a pretty good one. I didn't think it, so it ended up being like top 10. And I knew that I wanted to break the round of 30 and get into the round of 33. I was honestly hoping to get like 20 burpees into it. But I always make this mistake. Like I consume a lot of CrossFit content because I'm just into CrossFit. And so I watch like pretty much every YouTube video where there's somebody breaking down 25.1, and all of them are like,
You still do that?
Yeah, I do it, but I'm telling myself, like, they're not talking to you. Like, don't take their advice. Because every one of them is
pace
like,
this workout badly, guys. Go slower than you think.
They kept saying, like, pace the burpees. The lunges don't matter. And then I think my lunges were like 2 or 3 seconds slower every round than Dallin's. So I was like, well, that's kind of you got 30 seconds on me in the lunges. Like, I probably should have gone faster than those. But also, I paced the burpees too much, probably through like the round of 21. I think I wanted to be finished with the 21 reps on the dumbbell in that round at the 7:30 mark, and I was at 7:34. And I think it was after that I started to pick up my burpee pace quite a bit because I was halfway done. I was like, I knew it based on how I was feeling that it was way too slow. And then so I picked it up, and like at 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, this is still a little too slow of a burpee pace. So then after that, I just I really hammered the burpees each set and just tried to recover on the dumbbell and the lunges. And the last 3 minutes did get tough, but like the first 12 were probably slower than they needed to be.
So, question for you: if Colin Bosshard came in with 362, would you have redone it?
I was planning on redoing it just because I'm like I could probably get a better score if I pace it differently. But I was way too fucked up to have any chance at redoing it on Monday. I was still hurting really bad because I don't train a lot of, like, we do burpees, but it's usually just to fuck me up for like a big set of wall balls. Like my burpees in training are not necessarily like intense and high volume. So like doing the burpees at that intensity and that volume, that workout, like yesterday I was still sore. Today I'm starting to feel
triceps,
better. Triceps, chest, lats, core.
Okay, so
Do you
it's
know-
not just you, not just me then. I was feeling it. Like my shoulder, one of my left shoulders still feeling it from that.
I was
didn't do nearly as
shocked
many,
at
but-
how much I felt my triceps after that. Like the day after that workout, because I've done a bunch of workouts with a lot of burpees in them, and usually I'm fine. But I felt my triceps bad the next day.
Do you know what your burpee cadence was like in the middle, like seconds per rep? You know it on that level?
Just over 2.
That's insane. That's crazy. So it's like when I clocked
Me
Taylor.
too, Tyler. My last 24
Yeah,
burpees.
yeah,
was,
your
I
first-
actually think it was a shade
might have
less than
been.
2, honestly.
Yeah, you were fast on that last set. But when I clocked Taylor, he fell off to like 2.75. He never got like around 2 flat. Like to hold that all the way, you never slowed down on those. When I watched you do this workout, I've been working out, doing CrossFit for like 13 years. And I was like, I've been doing this wrong the entire, like you have such a different level. I was like, I've been doing this wrong the entire time.
Like the pacing?
Well,
or the
it's just
movement?
like when you see someone that's that far ahead, you're like, I've done something wrong. Like I could have gone that fast, but I would have blown up. And it's just like, what are you doing differently that I'm not thinking of? I guess is
he's
my
just
thing.
fitter than you.
You're
Tyler.
just fitter.
Like,
A lot
that's
fitter.
the answer.
But it's like if I could take
Hey.
like a tenth of that.
If you go to the comments on Instagram, it's because I'm short and I'm on steroids.
Yeah.
hey, I have one of those in my comments, so I can relate.
And gravity's lower in Iowa too. That's
Yeah.
probably an issue.
Mm-hmm.
When you did figure out the workout, did you feel some pressure?
There's more excitement. Like I knew like this is going to be a top 3 pretty much no matter what. I definitely wanted to win just because I always want to win. But it was just kind of more fun. Like everybody's looking at me to win this workout, and I'm like, I'm probably going to win it. So I would have felt pretty bad if I lost, especially because I was kind of talking. Like Paper Street did their sale. Like if I won the world record, then they were going to do a sale. So after that, I just started to feel a little bit of pressure. But no,
I
it was
can't let
fun.
Paper Street down.
Mhm.
So did you do this is it CrossFit Kilo? Is that where you did it?
Yep.
On Friday
Yeah.
night?
Mhm. Yeah, Friday morning did chores at the farm, and then I drove up to Cedar Falls, about 2.5 hour drive, and then warmed up for 30 minutes. And Gus and I got after it together.
Did they have anybody there watching, or was it just the 2 of you guys?
Yeah, it was packed. There's probably 100 people there. Mhm.
Did you tell anybody, like, don't share this with anybody?
No, I didn't tell anyone not to share my score. I didn't say anything. Mhm.
This year looks a lot different from the Open. Last year you were everywhere. You were at
Mhm.
Proven, and then you went up to Madero's gym for the live Open announcement. Then last week you went out to compete against Taylor.
Mhm.
Are you staying home all 3 weeks?
Yeah, I think that's the plan right now. So this week I'm going to go to CrossFit Teo to do the open workout, and then I'll probably be back at CrossFit Kilo again for week 3. So I'm just keeping it local this year.
Do you like that staying home, or do you prefer traveling all over the place and staying busy?
It's definitely fun to stay busy, and it just helped. Last year it helped me a lot, just getting more practice with traveling and then working out. I'm trying to get over my fear of flying. Still not really there yet, but we're getting there. So I got a little bit of practice with that. But it was nice. Just I'd say it's a little bit easier to get your maximum intensity, like when I'm at Proven and like Nick, Shane, and Tia and the rest of the crew are watching. It's a little bit easier to push. And then obviously it's easy to get a good push when you're doing the live announcement and then going against Taylor. I did not want to lose to Taylor. So, but I think, I got, once I really hit the gas the last like 3 to 5 minutes on that workout up at Kilo, there's a lot of people cheering me on. And I think I squeezed everything out of it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tyler.
I was going to say we should have had Gus on and been like, so at what point did you realize like this was not going to happen? And or what point did you realize that Colten had lapped you?
Did he try to go out? Did he try to go out hot and keep up with you just to have fun?
Yeah, I think he might have been ahead like through the round of 9.
We'll talk so much trash at that point.
Maybe. Yeah, I think he said he did that workout 3 times, and I think he got 5 reps better each redo.
He did it 3 times.
Yeah, I think
He's trying for that 1%, Tyler. He's right
No,
at the.
I mean,
he's
I
kinda,
get
He's right at like it could happen. It couldn't. It could happen. It could not happen. Like
Right.
it's a big deal.
I saw Mirham did the same. She did it 3 times as well.
She did not need to do that. That's very dumb on her part on that. But I get it for Augustus.
that's crazy. It's crazy. I really wanted to do it twice, but there's no way. I would have gotten like 300 reps if I did it again. I was still absolutely devastated on Monday.
Do you think ahead of like the next workout? Like obviously you didn't care what this first workout was. Do you ever think about, the history of the Open and what we've seen with the repeat? Do you tailor any of your programming or, thinking of this week of getting ready for what we might see?
Joey might a little bit with the programming aspect, but I don't. I watch a lot of the shows. Like I watched Give It the Programming today. I watched them talk about it. I watched Around the Whiteboard, watched them talk about it, but I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it myself, just because it's like there's so many different things to analyze, and even if you have a really good process and like a well thought out guess, it can still be totally wrong. So it's just I find myself getting exhausted if I think about it too much. So I just enjoy watching other people, and I don't pay too much attention to what I think is going to be, I guess.
Where the Open is like pretty execution based because there's a lot of transitions. There's a lot, like, especially in a movement like that or in a workout like that, like your movements are pretty calculated the whole way through, right? How much prep work do you do? Do you build out like a whole plan, or do you just kind of like, I know the intensity and what this is going to feel like, and I just need to hold that? Like, what's your prep look like?
Yeah, so like the day before, I just practiced moving the dumbbell a little bit because I don't do a lot of light dumbbell work in general, especially hand clean and jerks. So I just did some of that and kind of practice with the transition and practice keeping it on one arm. And then I also don't do a lot of burpees, lateral burpees over a dumbbell. So I practice that movement just a little bit. It's more so just to like make sure that I'm not going to have any questions when it comes to the movement standards, and make sure that that's all just like second nature, and I'm not having to think about it during a workout. And practice, I tried to get the lunges done in 4 steps, and that wasn't going to happen, so I had to settle for 5. But other than that, I just kind of trusting that I know my body and I know the pace that I can hold. And then I honestly think I just felt better than I expected on that day. The burpees just felt really good breathing wise, and just went a little too slow to start.
I'm always fascinated. Like, Jen Smith would write down like, I need to be here at this time. I need to be here at this time. And I tried that like a couple opens, and it always stressed me out way too much. I was always much better by feel, but sometimes I think athletes are by feel and then they're totally calculated. So that's why I wanted to ask.
Did you look at the clock at any time during this, or are you just completely just trying not to look at it?
I think the only time I looked at it was when I finished the 21st hand clean and jerk on the round of 21, because I knew roughly to get to finish the round of 30, I needed to be about at the halfway point once I got there. So I looked at it then. But other than that, like Travis at Kilo was calling out like 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, whatever. And And I was using that just kind of like gauge how I'm feeling and then use that to dictate my pace. Like I knew when he said, hey, we're at 5 minutes, that I need to speed up. And then he said, hey, we're at 10 minutes. Like, I need to speed up again. But other than that, I didn't actually look at the clock, I think, until like 7:34 is what it was at when I was finishing the round of 21 dumbbell. And then I think I looked at it again during the round of 30 just because I was trying to gauge like how much time I would have left to sprint the burpees. But other than that, it wasn't like a real technical breakdown. Whereas like the final open workout last year was a little bit more paced just because I was really trying to manage my grip fatigue. So if you watch the video when I did it against Taylor at Charlotte, I would do a set, then I'd walk back, touch the wall, and then come back to the pull-up bar and do another set. And that was just kind of to prevent my grip from blowing up. But this one was more just based on feel.
Yeah, I looked at the clock about the same time as you, and I had a different thought. It was like, oh no, I have a lot more time to go, and this isn't going to go well.
I hid from it. I like purposely was like, don't look at the clock. You know, it's not going to be where you want it to be. Just don't look at the clock.
You used a metal-headed dumbbell. Is that just picking one, or is there a specific reason for that?
That's just the dumbbells they have at Kilo. Gus brought his own from his house. I think the rubber one. I think he offered to let me use it, but I told him it was okay. But I was a little bit worried about having the metal dumbbell and then like getting sweaty and not having a shirt on during the workout. But it was kind of hot. Like we had a heat wave in Iowa, so it was probably like 70 degrees at Kilo, maybe 75 when I did the workout, and it's been like pretty cold here. And I keep the gym kind of cold just because I don't want to pay for a bunch of heat. So I was worried about overheating, so I took my shirt off anyway and just dealt with the slippery dumbbell.
Yeah. All right. One last question from Mrs. Spin. Do you have a date set for the wedding?
I got no idea. I don't know. Not this year, that's for sure. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of playing it by feel, but we haven't made any plans yet.
There you go. Tyler, you got anything else?
I was just wondering what the rest of the I'm sure you want to win the rest of the workouts. Like your plans to finish top 5 or win.
I think if it's 22.3, he can win. If it's 23.3, he won't win. That's what I think.
What are them?
20. Wait. Which one did you say first, John?
22.3 is thrusters, double unders, and pull-ups, chest to bar muscle-ups. It evolves. And then 23.3 is wall walks, double unders, snatches. The snatches go up in weight. Handstand push-ups after the first 2 rounds. Wall-facing handstand push-ups.
You don't think you'll win that one?
No.
Why?
Just watch and see. He won't win that one. I think.
That's not a very good argument, John.
Okay. People will move the barbell faster than him.
What's the weight? I don't remember that workout.
It ends at 225. They're 185 and 225. You think you'd win that one?
I remember that one now.
There's no way you're gonna win that one, dude.
I don't know, dude.
Tell me, what is the workout exactly?
It's 5 wall walks, 50 dubs, and then 15 snatches at 135 or 95.
95, yeah.
5 wall walks, 50 dubs, and then 12 snatches at 135. If you make it in the next 6, you make that in 6 minutes, you get 3 more minutes, and then it's 20 wall-facing handstand push-ups, 50 dubs, 9 snatches at 185, and then 20 wall-facing handstand push-ups, 50 dubs, 6 snatches at 225.
Colten got 56th in the world in that.
I don't think you beat Austin in that workout. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and
say do it. I'll do it against him.
I think he for sure would do it. We could do this like in the middle of the week, or whenever the open's over, whichever one y'all want. I think it'd be fun to do a live thing with them.
If they program it, let's make this deal right now. We've been making deals.
Now listen, 22.
No, hold on.
I would not bet against you.
We've been making deals all day. Paper Street made a deal with ESC Sounds today. If they program that workout, we got to get Austin, and we'll do it live on on this show.
Say what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Colten, are you down?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm sure he'll be down. But super down.
All right. One last question. Heavy Isabelle program for all North American in-person qualifying events. You're doing Mayhem. You're doing NorCal. I assume you may do TFX. Are you going to do it 3 separate times?
I guess I am.
That's amazing.
I was thinking about that today.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Isabelle. So, hey, man.
At which competition do you think your best Isabelle time will come from?
That's
you think it'll be the first one or the last one? I have a hard time believing it'll be the second one.
Might depend where it's programmed in the weekend.
I think it's the first event for them all, and then second for Mayhem. I thought it was supposed to be the first one, Mayhem.
No, we don't. We don't know when it'll be in each. All of them. So
that's fair. That's a good.
My guess is day 3. The 3-day events. It's probably gonna be a different day, probably like a Saturday. But well, Colten, I appreciate you. Congrats again. A little bit better prize money, I think, than last year. So that'll be good. And
you're the leading money getter for this year so far.
That's correct.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. And good luck this weekend.
All right. See you guys.
Good job, Colten. See you, buddy.
Mr. Colten Mertens.
Man, I want him to program that snatch now.
I did you? Yeah. I did that workout today, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, and man, I've never had to work. I worked strict handstand push-ups for 2 months and got really good at them, and then never had to work them ever again. I was pretty good at them. Dude, they weren't the same. It's like doing handstand push-ups in a 12-pound weight vest. I didn't think that would change. I did for some reason I did not think that would change. So different. It was completely different. I did 6 and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm bad at everything. I'm not good at anything anymore. Like there's not one gymnastic that I'm good at anymore. I used to be pretty good at these things.
Better hope it's 22.3 and 4. So at least you get some heavy max lift.
If it's not, it'll do something in the last one. I'll be honest. I'm just, I'm not an open athlete. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Larry Young, Heavy Isabelle is the best workout program this year so far.
Yep, it is
100%.
So far.
I just saw this. I missed it. Wad Zombie, apologize. Who is Colten picking for tomorrow? Emily Rose or Sydney Wells?
I would imagine he's going to say Sydney.
Sydney is team proven.
Yeah, he would say Sydney.
You guys want to go to viewer comments?
I guess.
You want to? All right, this is your chance. First of all, we're over 9,300 subscribers, so that's your chance to get to the 10,000.
That graphic, it's the best.
Hey, that guy is. I'm pretty. He's the mayor of Houston.
Is he?
What?
Yeah.
I was wondering where he was from.
Yeah, no, he's Houston. Yeah. There was I follow something. It's just like a Houston thing that you follow. It tells you what's happening in Houston. Like there's floods or somewhere in whatever area, stuff like that. And they posted this that he got kicked out. And if you look at the comments, it's like we don't support him. There's like so many people that are like anti-Al Green.
Hey, somebody's, I was wondering, it's like, did he just want to leave? And he's like, all right, might as well make a show out of it. Let's go.
Dude, what's crazy is the kid, the 13-year-old kid that survived cancer, and they named him an agent. Yeah. He's also from Houston, so like they could have had like a super great moment, and then they didn't.
Then they didn't.
Barry McCockner, first of all, new profile photo. Does not look like Luke Parker anymore. What do we get for 10,000 subs?
Do we have 10,000?
No, but what do we get if we get there? I'm thinking about doing something.
Have a party? Pizza party?
A pizza party. Everybody gets a piece of pizza.
I wonder if we said, hey, we'll do this if we get to 10,000 and people would like jump on the subscription train.
They should want to do that anyway But
You know what I
we
mean?
should
But like,
get-
if like
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
succumb to punishment of some sort,
Why is
like
it always punishment with you? Why not a pat on
This
the
is a
back,
celebration.
John?
This is like eating.
like Spin will get a tattoo of y'all's choosing if we get to 15,000 subscriptions.
That seems extreme. John will eat 100 chicken nuggets on air.
I will
on the
drink a
show.
gallon of Ovaltine in an hour if we get to if we get to 15,000.
Oh no!
I bet that's pretty hard. Like first
Yeah,
off,
probably
like
would
it's
not
probably
be.
really difficult.
Leslie said no. If we get to 10,000, we get to paint John's bedroom. Leslie vetoed that. Sorry.
No cross. Denied.
Yeah, I hope to do some type of giveaway. We'll see. We're still like 700 away, so we got some time. Unless you guys all tell your friends.
Bombard us tonight.
Let's see what kind of comments we got. Throw yours in there if you're watching this behind. And
Do you care if I update the public? This is something.
Yes. What is the weather
that
update?
people
on
want to
your
know.
paint?
Like, listen, I biked today. It was the first time I came back, and Taint tolerance is back. Okay, we were out, we were hurt. Cream was applied, and we're doing great. We're doing great. I had a great cycling session. The Open is back, and yeah, my Taint is good to go. Thank you for caring so much. I appreciate. I know a lot of people DM'd me about it. There's just caring people. Way different than 25.1 comments, by the way. I don't know if we're going to talk about that, but people are so mean. Dude, it is wild. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think I'm the most scrutinized 206 repped person, like 206 reps and down. Nobody is as scrutinized as my 206 reps. Like it doesn't, like it's not a mattering score at all. And my goodness, people are crazy mean. Like it's
I had to go through a lot of comments to get comments from our last show because they were.
You would have think
they were all
that I've
open
had sex with their whole entire family, dad included. The way these comments are coming at me.
Justice for JY. Speaking of comments, John George, sorry, John, but 75% of your or more of your jerks were no reps. Burpees look smooth when you weren't resting.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I apologize that my clean and jerks are not up to y'all's standard. I will try to do better. But I appreciate every one of you letting me know that. I appreciate that. I would love to watch y'all's open videos, all of them, and just and just analyze.
We should send us your video, and John and I will do a live stream where we just roast your
yeah.
asses.
You know what? Yeah, me and Hatfield are close. We got the same style clean and jerk. It is what it is. But I appreciate everybody letting me know that. I will try to be better.
That's
John,
what Gideon. That's what
wrong.
Gideon Rosso said. JY with that Austin Hatfield lockout.
Mm-hmm.
So
That wasn't John.
It wasn't me.
That wasn't him.
It was Black John Young.
Let's see. Lido Calogiani, she's on the team Meet Spin. Wish I could have catch these live, but sadly they're 3 hours past my bedtime in the UK. Thanks.
Oh, so she's probably really Italian.
Thanks for picking me. Sounds like it. Yeah.
I thought I drafted all the Italians, but I guess not.
No, definitely did not. Let's see. At Avera 9636, this video highlights a couple things. One, the burpee over dumbbell standard is routinely being broken. This is on Dallon's video. Dallon is a perfect example as his rear foot does not appear to ever go over the dumbbell. Very common. What will CrossFit do about this? They'll do nothing.
Nothing. John, this goes back to John's argument with Bryson. Don't want to bring that back up.
Oh, geez.
It took me, I had to go back and re-listen to the argument. And now I understand what you were saying. That it was not a well-articulated argument
By
on
either
you
side.
or Bryson's.
Just
but
start yelling.
I understood what you were saying. And it is to do burpees that way is right for not passing over the dumbbell the correct way. You're correct. It's just a bad movement to judge 100% clearly.
Yep.
Same thing with the shoulder to overhead. The
Yeah,
lockout with the
I'm not a
dumbbell
big
is
fan of
very
shoulder.
different.
I'm not a big fan of shoulder to overhead because, like, unless you just hold it there, people are going to think you're bent out. Look, I'm locked out here. This is me locked out. There is a crease right here. You know what I mean? My arms are bigger than y'all's arms. I don't know what you want me to say. If we go look at the fact that you guys say 75% or more, Hiller does this. He freeze frames the first rep and then looks at all the rest of the reps. They all look the same, guys. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? And if I'm a games athlete, then I get the scrutiny. But I'm just a dude doing the open that is trying to be a part of the community.
Multiple
You know what I mean?
10,000s behind.
It's not that deep.
There it is.
There's me ahead of Tyler and then never getting back ahead of him at this point.
We'll get into that here in a second. Let me hit pause there. So you got a couple more. Oh, and Avera. Number 2, George Sterner is a natural who can do CrossFit and simultaneously block out a neurotic MMA wannabe.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Who is
Mr. Telford, Lido is Greek. Please establish this. She is Greek.
Oh, she's Greek.
Lido, the girl, the semifinal girl.
Yeah. Calagiani. Phil B, tell me you have big arms without telling me you have big arms.
Yeah, I don't want to make that argument. If you think you're right, you're right. I'm not gonna argue with you. But that is what it is. Get used to it. Get used to it or stop watching. I really don't care if you watch my open video.
That's why we're posting them.
Yeah, at Gary Vanis Sweegan. Spot on with Rich, Scott, and Ben. You won't name a single affiliate/owner who will honestly say that this boycott makes any sense considering the impact affiliates are trying to make. They think they are taking a stand against HQ, but it's in essence impacting the mission affiliates have. Just jog on or go join an affiliate class for once.
Agreed. Yeah. I think it is misguided. I understand why you might be upset, but the punishment is not appropriate for the crime.
Yeah, So I looked at the affiliate leaderboard last year and this year. Last year had over 10,000 affiliates who had at least one person register for the open. This year it was down around 9,000. It was like a 13-14% decrease.
Which actually, it's not good that 13 to 14% fell off, but I think it's positive in that, all we have to do is turn those gyms back on. We have to reconvince them that they need to do this.
Well, I mean, the question is, why do they leave? I mean, you have to remember the $4,500, the price increase went into effect at the start of last year. And so there's only a couple months in. We don't know if if it's de-affiliation that's causing it. I'm sure there's some. Is it not participating at all because of Lazar?
I doubt it.
I mean, there are some.
There's some European.
Yeah, there's some
European ones, man.
But not. I wouldn't say it's over 2%. I don't even think it would be 2% of that.
But if you were a part of an affiliate, you don't pay attention to the sport, and your gym de-affiliates, you probably don't go out of your way to try to sign up for the open.
Right. And I personally think there are owners who are trying to use this as a reason to de-affiliate and say this is why we're doing it.
I mean, that's what Ben did.
Right.
I was thinking about CrossFit and the open and we've said it 100 different ways, but without the open, and you bringing your community back together every year, they may as well just go to some other gym, I think. If you don't have this linchpin piece of your year that caps it all off, what makes you different? People say, well, our programming, what? No, dude, they can just go to any other gym or they could go to another CrossFit gym that does do that and it'll mean more.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's,
well, what do you program?
CrossFit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you say you do CrossFit, but you don't want to call yourself CrossFit, I think is a very misguided concept or misguided thinking.
Let's see. Jose, mostly were affiliate fee increase. If they are boycotting, they were just looking for a reason.
Susan's got a good comment.
Yeah, let's see, here it is. I'd guess most are due to a cash problem. Then they got priced out of their location. That's why most have closed that I know of anyway, out in California.
Agreed. And I think that's a bigger problem that like not a ton of people are talking about. I mean, could you imagine being on the 06 side of the housing market crash or the economy collapse? It's like that's kind of what we were going through. And so that's probably a large portion of it. Yeah.
Pat Lang. Here we go. Tyler, your misguided comment is ridiculous. 1, you have no clue what those people think. And 2, CrossFit could have avoided all of this by releasing the investigation info like they said they were.
Number 1, you have no clue what those people are thinking. Agreed. I have no idea. But I can assume using deduction,
context
what they might be thinking. And if they're not, then talk to me. Prove me wrong. Number 2, them releasing the investigation. They should have never done the investigation. So I totally disagree with this point. So yeah, done.
I mean, the reason I bring it up is
comment dismantled.
I think the a lot of the narrative, I guess, about why the participation went down was, well, it's all because of the games. Yes, I'm sure there's plenty that have decided to not participate. But I also think it's also just the affiliates. Like, we don't know what the count was at the start of last year. We don't know what the official count was today. Right. And so, but we do know that there's 13-14% that are not participating this year. Probably some mix between that. At Dixie Dave, new
Welcome,
YouTube member.
Dixie.
Welcome, Dixie Dave.
Yeah, use some of those special little emoji things that we can't see on our end, but everybody else can. That has some truth, Mason. I don't know what Mason said, but
good job, Mason.
But it does
Mason says HQ needs to get back to providing for affiliates.
Oh,
you spoke a little bit about this, Tyler, on Pedro's show.
Yep. Nope. This is entitlement mentality. The only thing I will agree in one way, and that the thing that affiliates should be providing is a pathway and a funnel reason for people to think they need to go to a CrossFit gym or know that they need to go to a CrossFit gym, which was what was happening in 2012 through 2017. Everybody knew what CrossFit was and they thought, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to go do that.
Well, there was pride behind it. You're proud to say that you do CrossFit and you wanted to tell everybody, hey, I have found it. This is the best way to get fit and get healthy. I found it. Let me tell you.
My wife was going to murder me back, 13 years ago when I was like, I found it and I was like, CrossFit this, CrossFit that, Rich Froning, CrossFit games. And she's like,
try this milk.
Yeah. I'm going to drink a gallon of milk a day and get huge.
The CrossFit has not been doing, it's going to take a little bit to turn the tide and shift that back into gear. And CrossFit, I think, has started to do that, but they need to do more of that.
I think we're on our way.
There's been positive movement over the past few months, 100%, but we've got to continue to hit that gas pedal.
Yeah.
As far as I need help doing this, I need help doing that, all of that shit is out there. Like all of these programs, back end stuff, building funnels, marketing. I mean, freaking Souza has this whole thing that is built so you don't have to manage your social media. There are programs out there, but guess what? You have to do the due diligence on your own to run your own business. CrossFit can't run your business for you.
Well, so I think everybody hates the franchise model. Why? Because you can do what you want to do.
Yes.
If you want the help, then you can turn it into a franchise model. And you'll have to use cap programming. You'll have to wear these uniforms. You'll have to structure your class this way. You can only have a certain amount of people in your class. Like, there's a lot of things that you can't do, but it's helping you. Like, I think you got to be careful of what you're asking for when it comes to that. Like, if I was an affiliate, I would want CrossFit to, one, protect the brand and go fight the fights like they were back in the day of fighting Coca-Cola, fighting, what was it? The conditioning, strength and conditioning group, like doing those things. That's what I want to see. I want somebody to come out there and talk about health and nutrition and chronic disease in a way that's not there. I don't want them to tell me how to finance a gym or how to do these other things. Like, go be the forward face of why CrossFit is what CrossFit is.
Right.
And let
Something
me go
greater.
run your gym and
Yeah.
live off of what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. NSCA. That's right. Barkley Dale. JY didn't do his due diligence, and that's why his taint tolerance was lost.
But I found it. I
It's
found
back.
it. I came
It's
back.
back.
I went back to the drawing board, did some research, and we're doing it.
Yeah. Last comment. We couldn't go a week without talking about our favorite. Everybody not participating in the Open from the World Fitness Project is maybe not want to focus or look at the World Fitness Project. Kind of deters me from wanting to, based on how they're treating CrossFit. That was at Ryan Pelican.
Dude, they made a post. The World Fitness Project made a post like 2 hours after the Open announcement. I don't remember what the post was, but I just saw them on Instagram. Like, I was like, this is our first date of our competition or something like that. And I almost commented, boo. And I didn't give it the time of day, but it was like, dude, nobody cares, man. Rich Froning's out there in American Rocky shorts. Like we're like, CrossFit is back. Just, you're an afterthought. Like, it's what it really, really felt like. So that's all I have to say about that.
I was thinking about the whole Rich effect earlier today, about how, like, now he's running a semifinal. He's much more engaged in like the Open and what seems to be the season. And I think if you were to say that like 3 years ago, we'd be like these are the, like, we would have been friggin' stoked.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, and wait till y'all see what we do with Syndicate, man. We got so much fun stuff coming with Syndicate. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back to Ryan's.
Like, y'all don't
comment.
even understand what we are about to bring to Syndicate.
I don't even know.
It's gonna shake the earth.
It is gonna be a crazy time. And like, John and I are not blowing smoke up your skirt. Like, this is for real. Like,
I've never blown smoke up anybody's skirt ever.
Good.
I think we
ain't doing it now.
Saying, because I don't even like how that sounded. We're not just drinking the Kool-Aid. We're taking it and shooting it into our veins, because it's gonna be amazing. Like, y'all don't
can't
even
say
understand.
that anymore. Sporty Beth says we can't say drink the Kool-Aid anymore.
Oh,
I didn't. I said I'm shooting it into my veins. The way people do heroin is what I'm doing with CrossFit Kool-Aid.
It's better
Okay.
if you freebase it.
Did you
that's a good
see
point.
my big old body roll around and try to do burpees over a dumbbell for 15 minutes? The Kool-Aid is inside of me, Tyler.
I wonder about this though. Like, Dixie Dave, Rich is so cool. As somebody only 1 year into CrossFit, I'm in full on bromance mode.
Yep. Welcome. That's
like, I do wonder, like, for people who are just finding, because I think there were like somewhere around 38% of the registrations this year signed up and they had not done it last year. So I'm sure some people skipped a year and they came back, right? I'm counting them as new. But there's a large percentage of people who just signed up for the first time. They don't have that experience unless they go back and watch some of the old stuff of Rich, like back in the day, or Ben Smith. Like, some of that stuff is just crazy. And then have that as your open announcement was freaking awesome.
That would be
edging.
a cool.
Go ahead, Tyler.
That would be just a cool. I don't know how you do it, but like, hey, in case you've missed out on the past 15 years, here's the things you need to go watch and like just run it. Yeah, welcome to CrossFit. Here's.
I mean, that's what Seth was doing, but that's what Seth was doing, but it was on a 1-by-1 kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, if you could condense that down into a 20-minute video of here's all the stuff you should go watch.
Yes.
Like here's why you should watch it. Be amazing.
I'm going to say edging. Go look at Syndicate's roster, the people that they've invited. And I know they're still going to be more. It's not 4th string athletes, man. This is top tier people.
Who was the question here? Avera, any numbers on average? How many first time open registrations each year versus this year? It's usually lately it's been around 30%. I think it's maybe a little bit higher, again, based off of whether they did it last year or not. But I think it's usually about 30% new. And that's always been the hard part with the growth is that if there's 30% new, but you're only growing, 6% last year or something like that? Like you're losing a lot too, right? So you gotta kind of keep those in there. I
had 4 rookies on my team this year.
Nice.
I was stoked. I was like, welcome. I was more jacked up about the rookies.
I dig it. Yeah, I thought it was interesting though. Like, like on holidays on social media, and like, let's say it's Valentine's Day and you don't have a partner, or it's Mother's Day and your mom's not around or your dad's estranged, whatever, and you see everybody posting everything on Instagram about that, and you're like, I don't want to see that, right? I wonder what those who are not doing it or those that are part of the World Fitness Project thought. Like, because like Thursday, do they get FOMO? Is it like, do they avoid social media? Like, do they get angered that they see
what's
people
funny is, like,
celebrating it? Like,
I felt the same thing about Pat Vellner's post. Like, I did, is that he posted a workout he was doing, and like my initial thought was he's still working out. I don't know why. Like, and like I know he's doing the World Fitness Project, but it's just like, you're not a part of it anymore. Like I literally watched him work out and be like, I'm just so uninterested in what you're doing. And I feel bad saying that because he's a freaking legend, right? But we're in the open, man. You don't want to be a part of it. Bye.
Saying he's still doing CrossFit.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
What does the WFP do? CrossFit.
One thing
I know, but I'm just very uninterested.
No,
in
yeah,
their
it was weird because everybody's showing their video. All you want to see is who's going to post next on the leaderboard. We're talking about Tia and her video.
Amazing.
And then you see, like to John's point, you see somebody post their workout that they're doing GHD sit-ups and rope climbs, and you're like, huh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I don't know. Like, I know we're probably going to cover it or talk about it whenever they do come about. Inevitably, you know what I mean? We are, what are we? The TMZ of fitness, so it's our duty to, we got to tell y'all everything when it happens. First it happens, right? I'm going to be rooting so hard for the people that are doing the CrossFit Games season in the World Fitness Project. Like, I feel like people who are just doing the World Fitness Project, I don't want them to do well. And that might sound really bad and be like, wow, you're just a hater. Yes, you have made me a hater of you. Because
I won't even say it like that. Like, if I don't know, you just go home one weekend, like to where you grew up and there's a football game going on. It's like you go to the game. You're not really tied to the game. You're just watching.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. Like, we're going to watch because it's the sport that we watch. But like, what are we rooting for?
Austin Hatfield.
Yeah.
Like I'm just rooting for my guy. And then that's it.
Yeah. Audrey. I haven't seen Audrey here in the comments in a while.
Thank you, Audrey.
Welcome
I appreciate that.
Welcome back, Audrey.
Gabe Espy, do we have a final list of all the athletes who are out on top of the names who announced? I do. I'll show that here in a second.
Let me tell y'all something before. I know I interrupted Spin so hard. I'm so sorry, Spin. Yeah, your mouth was open and ready to talk and everything. Once the Open is over, guys, I mean, I'm updating the Mountain weekly. The Mountain looks a lot different now that there's people that aren't in the game season. Dude, it's a hodgepodge of a mountain. There's been so many landslides and people dying on this mountain.
Let it be known as the geological shift of 2025.
Yeah, ooh, that I like that. Yes. I'm excited for that episode because it's gonna be I got a lot of storylines to think up because there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot going on. All right, as before I was interrupted. If you go to Instagram, I did post who's in, who's out.
That's a good post.
27 men and 28 women from last year's CrossFit Games have registered for the 2025 CrossFit Open. Here's who's in and who's out. Of course, the wording of it made people angry. I mean, there's no good way of saying it. Like some people, like
why did they get angry?
Because it was like, well, they're not really out, right? And so like Brandon Luckett, he's not competing, he's not protesting, he's coaching this year, and he has a team, I think, that he's trying to get there.
Okay.
But like Ruan Potgeider hurt his ankle, like tore some ligaments. So, but he paid for the Open and then got hurt after that. So like he's still in.
It's the Royal out.
Yeah, it's the Royal out. Yeah. The Royal out. And so you can see those who registered and those who did not. Saxon Panchik,
like one color on his arm.
Yeah. Saxon Panchik out.
Yeah. So I caught this because we put him in Heat 1. And I was like, no score. I was scoring for the Heat 1 app this week, and I was like, where is he?
Yeah. I don't know.
Has anybody seen him?
He's been hanging out with the World Fitness Project peeps. So like he stopped. He was supposed to be one of the 20 athletes for World Fitness Project.
Then they ripped that down.
Well, now he's on
the organizational side. So he's on their team with Will. So I don't know if it's just not wanting to compete anymore or
he's still young. He's not like he's old or anything.
Yeah. I mean,
I would like to talk to him.
You could have asked me 3 months ago after the demands came out from the PFAA. He was very vocal against it. And he said on Savon's show, like, we'll see who's in it because they loved competing and those who are in it for the money. And I don't want to, I mean, he's not competing for this in the WFP, but
right.
It was just a definite 180 from what I thought it was going to happen.
And that's what I'm interested to hear from him because his take is really well balanced. I felt like when he was on Savon's. And so I just would like to hear his justification for like what he's doing, what's going on.
Yeah. Blown and blowable. Oh, wow.
Unblown and unblowable. That would have been better.
499. Thank you. I thought this was about what type of belly button they have. Could be. I don't know.
Innies and outies.
Yeah. Innies and outies. Oh man. Yeah. So I don't know. What is interesting though about the World Fitness Project is not one of the 10 people on their little team registered for the Open. Not Beth Gillette, who has competed since 2016, was at the Masters CrossFit Games this past year. She's not doing it. Will's not doing it. None of them are. So, I don't know.
Saxon Panchik is the definition of mid.
Mid?
Mid.
Oh, mid.
Pat Lang.
I know a lot of people like Saxon. I wish he would do the things that you guys think that he can.
He had some great years
in semifinals or in the Open. Yeah.
What did he finish? Was it 6th one year or something like that?
Yeah, he just tried the last day when nobody else was trying.
And just moved up. Okay. Pat Lang, why did Tia do that dumb contest with Shane and then post a mediocre score?
She redid it, Pat. But I mean, her score still wasn't great.
It's still top 1%, right?
Yeah. The score that she ended up posting, she'll be fine. I really think Tia's just going to kind of do the bare minimum to get through. And it's not a big deal for her. She's still like, we don't know. We have no idea about Tia. Tia, there's no rumors around her. There's like nobody in her camp really, obviously Shane, but like we haven't gotten anything about anything with Tia. We know, she's in it. We know she's going to go to the next level, but we don't know.
You know how they made that joke about Snoop Dogg? It's like he won the game and now he's just playing all the side missions. I think like that's what Tia's doing now. It's like she can win the Open, I guess, if she wants, but if her heart's not in it, it's like why not just qualify?
Try to win? Just get the top 1%. I mean, she made this post a day ago. So with her and Torian Pro, so past champions get an automatic invite to compete at Torian. I guess she's just going to go that route.
Yeah. I mean, I do think
now if I'm in Australia, I'm like, dang it.
That's a killer.
Well, Ellie Turner's not going to be there, so they have that going for them. They get 2 spots, right?
They get 2. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, there's one up for grabs for Maddie Sturt or Gracie. Ooh, Gracie Walton. Ooh, that's going to be a battle.
Be tight,
right.
Dude.
Oh man, that's going to be fun. One of them's going to be at NorCal. That's going to be great.
One of them's going to be at NorCal.
That's going to be awesome. What's sad is like I want Gracie to make it, but I also want to meet Gracie and Zane like in person. So that would mean like she didn't make it. I'm very conflicted about this.
Yeah, it's
all in all, I'm Team Gracie in this, but I we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna be
there's always the online
great battle.
There's always the online semifinal.
Yeah, and both of them are capable. Honestly, Maddie Sturt and Gracie Walton, both of them are capable of making it through that. So you're right.
Yeah. That was enough viewer comments. Go subscribe if you haven't already. All 534 of you. Let's see. 25.1 recap. John.
Hold on. Zane, calm down, brother. I was the first one on Gracie Walton. Well, I guess you were the first one on Gracie Walton. But as far as saying this person's going to be good at something, the first person that said she was going to be something is right here. Okay, so you can calm it down, Zane.
She is a bad girl.
Exactly. Let's go date when I said that, because very first person said Gracie was going to be anything. Okay, Gracie and Hatfield, I have to my name, and then I just get lucky or very unlucky with other people. Calm it down, Leslie. I will go in there and wake Abby up so fast and just let you deal with the replication.
You can't use Abby as a weapon.
I can, and I will. Repercussions. Is that the right word? Yeah.
Abby,
not reparations. Easily confused with reparations.
All right, 25.1. I'm not mad at my score. I am not fit right now.
So when did you do this workout?
I did it on Friday morning, and I did consider redoing it because I do think this is an easy one to get a better score once you've done it.
I regret not redoing it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing, and you weren't going to redo it, so
no.
I did think it would be unfair if I redid it. I think like what we got going on, we should just do one and done, and that's what it is. Neither one of us are going to make the top 1%. This is just something we're doing for fun. We're a part of the community. We're putting it out on the internet. We're letting people watch us, and luckily for you, they hate me more than you. So you don't have to worry.
Somebody moved better, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Spin got nothing. I really wish we would have gotten Spin in my video because we ended up in the same spot, and I know he got to those burpees about a minute faster than I did.
I had a minute 45 for the last 24 burpees.
That would have been a really fun video to watch, like match up, because I'm pretty sure I did 24 burpees in like 47 seconds.
That was ridiculous.
Like that. Yes. But I'm not mad at my score. This is who I am. I've made my peace. I'm really strong. I'm going to make some fun videos here in this next month. I'm going to have fun doing grid. It's going to be a fun time. But right now is the humble session of doing that. So I'm in it to be humbled.
So I messaged you guys. I told you guys I had 206. before I even knew what you guys' score was. And
Which
you
means
were,
you were
wasn't gonna
proud. You
tell
were
you.
proud of it. You were proud of it.
I was
you wouldn't-
happy with it.
You wouldn't say
my
it
my
like that if you
goal
weren't
my
proud
goal
of
was
it.
206. Like I wanted
Really?
to get through that round of 24.
Yeah.
And I looked at the clock when I started doing the lunges after the round of 21, and I was like, oh God, I don't know if I could do this. And like I literally finished and I had 1 second left. I jumped over and I was like, that's it, done. And I was surprised. I figured, John, you would have gotten me, but
It's just an all cardio workout, man. And I'll be honest with you. I think me at like 195, like my fittest self, I could finish the 24s and get some burpees in the 27, like barely finish the 24s. And me and Tyler had a text conversation about this. Most like when I'm like my peak fitness, any cardio workout, I usually just barely beat Tyler by a little bit. And it just goes away really, really fast for me the second I stop trying to focus on it. But I was actually happy with my score. I'm not going to let the internet or you guys bring me down about it. I'm happy for you, Spin. It did kind of depress me a little bit that we got the same score. I would have rather you beaten me, honestly. And Tyler did great.
I think I overpaced it. If I were to redo it, I would have like in the early rounds, I probably would have went quite a bit faster, and then on the burpees, and then in the later rounds, like maybe gone pretty quick, like a much quicker pace on the burpees, not like blast through them, but maybe get through like 5 or 10 at a decent pace, and then settle into that slower pace that I was holding.
Yeah.
But what I was happy with was I told myself going into it, I was like, run a 5K. I was like, just hold a 5K pace the entire time. And that's what I did. And I got slower in the end, but like I was pretty robotic the entire time through. And I was happy with that.
Move the entire time.
Yeah. I wish I would have gotten into the 27. But I'm okay. Like I wasn't far off. So yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I think it's a great score.
I did all of the clean and jerks unbroken, but I did not want to do the
Did that
clean and
surprise
jerks
you?
unbroken.
Me either.
Oh man, I was like, we could have done this with a 70, man. This is
No, I would do the lunges. I took my time on those, nice and steady. And then I got to the burpees, and I was like, as I was getting close to going to the next one, like after like the round of 12, like the round of 15 on the clean and jerks, I was like, this is starting to suck pretty bad. And then you get to the 18s, and you're finishing those up, and you're like, dang it, I have to now not set this dumbbell down. I really want to. So I'm sure I probably went a little bit slower on the burpees than I should have or could have, because I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to do the clean and jerks unbroken if I went too fast.
Yeah.
So
Chase had the
As a
same
balance.
dilemma, and he lost to Tyler by 1 rep. So
4 steps, 5 steps. You guys did 5 each time, right?
I think it was something like
four
that.
would have been too much of a stretch.
So you saw Dallin and Jason do that.
Well, they're 6'2", Spin. What do you want from
I'm
me?
6 foot. I mean, I probably could have done it, but I don't think I would have.
Yeah, my goal on that was just like not chill out, but like basically don't stress yourself at all. Just get it done.
Yeah,
turn around.
we're chilling.
Different, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it for those who actually are trying to be competitive?
It's a great test.
It's a very good first weekend open workout. If you want to be honest, like if you're testing for the 1%, it shouldn't be an open workout. It should be much harder if you're testing for the 1%, or like the dumbbells should be a 70 or like just something like that. But I think it's a very good first week open workout. If the other 3 weeks are similar, I think this is a terrible test for the top 1%. If it gets harder, then, I'm super cool with this being the first week of workout. I think it's a great workout. Very good endurance workout. Colten should win the workout, right? Miriam should win the workout. It's just, I'm happy with this as week 1. Obviously, weeks 2 and 3, like it can't be the same.
Let's see. Let me get your guys' take on this.
Yes, Barry, I wear strike movements all the time.
HWPO training on threads. Maturing in the gym is realizing doing the open workout once is plenty. And Live Fit Carl down there, maturing the gym for me is realizing that I don't need to do the open workout at all.
Oof.
3 comments. Huge.
I mean, it is threads.
It's threads. It's threads.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate on the comments. Did Matt do the workout?
I don't think so.
That's interesting. You know who did?
Rich Froning.
Rich Froning did it.
Junior.
Guys, I'm pulling a full 180, man. It's just it's
I know it's
just
crazy.
every little thing, man. It's and I will not fade on my argument if we're talking about who is the fittest. I will never fade on it because facts speak louder than feelings. But man, Rich is so much better. Like it's just hard to argue. It's fun being on this side because he keeps doing the right stuff. And he didn't.
It doesn't suck so bad.
He didn't leave CrossFit and have AIDS for 6 months and then come back.
Wow.
It's just I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Ozempic, John Young. Wow, we got a new character there. Look at that.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Wow. Yo, dude, I look like Saxon a little bit with that
You look
skinny
like
face,
you're
dude.
14.
Wow.
Matt greater than Rich. I don't know. What do you think about redoing a workout?
People were texting me like crazy, like from my team, and were like, they would be like, I got this. Sorry, I'm going to redo it. And I was like, number one, you got a decent, you got a better score than I did half the time when they would mess with me. And then number two, I was like, why are you redoing it? And then some people were like, well, I'm trying to qualify, go semifinals or whatever. And I was like, yeah, then definitely redo it. If you want to get better, redo it. I don't think there's any shame. If you just want to do it once, but there's definitely also no shame in doing it. If you do it 4 times, maybe there's a little
I know
bit of
Hiller's
shame.
a big fan of redoing it.
Yeah.
Mainly because it teaches you how to
do it.
You could do workouts better and
It
figure
does teach
stuff
you
out.
pacing, I think, because you see what you did the first time and then you make paces out to be faster. And
Right.
then I'm like Tyler. I don't care if you do it once. I don't care if you do it 3 times. Obviously, if you're in one of those people that you think you could be that 1%, Augustus is on that line. I would say Bryson, if he gets lucky, can be on that line. Then everything matters. But if you don't want to redo it, cool. Go kill it the first time and be done. I think if you're just doing it to be part of the community and you have fun, then that's the route. But if you want a better score, absolutely. I agree 100% with Tyler. I would get messages too, Tyler, and be like, hey, I got 289. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm like, that's cool,
I was
man.
like,
I got
need to go
206. No. I'm just like, well, that's going to help us out because I pulled us down.
I'll make this
all I
deal.
say.
I'll make this deal with you. If I do end up redoing one, I will not post that score just for the sanctity of our competition. Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good with it. Yeah. I might do the work. If there is a lifting, at the end of it.
Yeah.
I might prioritize that lifting and then I'll do the workout as hard as I can the other way.
Yeah.
Around. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not like people that we know, have done 2 reps and done something. I'll do the workout, but just not kill myself and then lift. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You guys want to take a look at our open league
leaderboard?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Without we're an hour and 12 minutes in. And,
this is the moment.
You guys will finally reveal. Before we get into the actual standings, first, recognizing the top 10 men and top 10 women.
Man, a lot of
on
oval
the
team.
barbell spin. Top 10.
It's been mopped up with the women. The
men, Colten Mertens, team oval team. Nicholas Bedone, meat spin. Tucker McLemore, Zane Healy, Nikki Rogers, Brandon True, Drake Lewis, Alex Morris, Christian Vega, and Logan Brown. Top 10 men, 377th or better.
Dude,
Really
Nicholas Bedone came so clutch for you. Second Colten, when this workout came out, I'm like, I got Colten. We almost have a little bit of a jump on everybody. Yeah. Dude, Nicholas Bedone came out so clutch for you.
I needed it.
I do want to say you're using percentile, right? So
Yes.
like a lot of my women are older ladies, right? Just like my one-on-one girls. So their
Yeah, but
percentile is
it's
going to
in
go
their
from
age group.
Yeah, it's going to go from
If
their
you're
age group.
if you're 55 plus, so like I'm still in the, I'm not in the 40 to 44 percentile. I'm in the open percentile.
Oh man, I have
Well,
one
you did not
person.
specify that. The 50. Why would it just be the 55 plus? I was thinking
Because they're
this whole
different weight.
time they would
They're
be
different
in
weights.
there.
No, it's the open. If you can go to the games, you're in that percentile.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's how
that's pretty trash that you didn't specify that. I was using all of
you
my
didn't pick
picks.
anybody other than Jamie Latimer.
No, I've got like 6 women that are in the older category.
That's just because they were assigned to you.
No. Alyssa Stukey's in that category. My fourth pick is in that category. All of my women are in that category.
Tough.
Becca Voigt Miller's the only one that was assigned to me that's I didn't pick.
Well, too bad.
Drake Lewis.
Yeah, go ahead, Tyler.
Thank you, Zane, for being my one person on the men's side.
Yeah, Tyler's trash, man. You didn't do
That's
so hot on the men.
wild. Zane is
That's
holding
all right.
it down.
If it'll come back to play for me when we do some weightlifting or something.
Dense update. Sam Pugh is on the Imam Co team that Luckett is coaching. Okay.
Sorry,
the top women. I somehow Hannah Hardy, Lido Calagiani, Samantha Pugh, but Jamie Latimer, Nicolette Torrigiani, Morgan
Ali
Porter,
Zerke coming
Ali
in there.
Zerke, 377th, Haley Camper, Leon Gerard, and Nicole Hanches.
Hanches. Yeah,
Sorry.
actually, her sister actually DM'd me and be like, "Hey,
Hanches.
sir, this is how you say our name." By
Say
the
it
way,
like a redneck.
shout out to Nicole Hanches, JY barbell athlete, probably the fittest one that I have. She's awesome. She's only 22. She just has to get strong, and then she's going to be somebody to watch.
Nice.
Well,
Next, some honorable mentions from the Masters divisions or the 55 plus. John Kim, 14th in the 55 to 59 division. Tammy Saunders, 61st in the 55 to 59 division. Lana Marcine, 74th in the 70 plus division.
Nice.
And then
What are
there
these
is
numbers here?
that's our placement. You were 14,852nd, and John and I were 33,000th.
Oh,
We're not that spread apart, dude.
like our team or our?
No.
No.
Us and you.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
that gap would have been higher.
Yeah, that was our placement on the leaderboard.
I have a couple shout outs for my team. I wanted to give away like some accolades. So I got a rookie of the week. Goes to Anastasia Manataintis.
Manataintis.
Rookie. So
Maybe we should know how to say their name before you give them an award.
It's
Tyler.
hard to say. Anyway, first
Man,
year in the Open, I went through so if you're on my team, I went through every single person's profile and I looked at like what you did last year, how many years you've done the Open.
That was 115 people to look through.
Yeah, he sifted through the trash a lot.
I've been sick since yesterday, so it's like I had some time.
Dude, I'm sick right now. This is going
Yeah.
around. I've been really sick the last couple of days.
First year she's in the 94th percentile and she got 210 reps on that. I want to say, let's see here, most improved athlete. So the key I was looking for here was what was your percentile last year? Now there's a little bit of witchcraft here because if you did it the year before and you like had a 95th percentile and then like had a 28th because you did one workout and then had a 95th again, I didn't take that crap. So Mason Livingston went from a 52nd percentile, this is legit, to an 81st percentile, 29%.
Wow, nice,
swing.
Mason.
I took him. There were some people with some bigger swings, but I took him because he got into the 81st percentile.
Did you see anybody that did scaled last year who's now
RX?
not scaled?
No, I did not see that.
I had a lot of those at my local gym that RX'd it for the first time.
Nice.
And then my athlete of the week, my MVP, goes to none other than Zane Healy.
Yeah.
He's holding up your men's side.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a consistency award to Colten Mertens, who was first place last year in the first workout.
Lived up
and
to
first
his,
place this
draft.
year in the last first workout.
The standings. All right,
Oh,
so
man.
the way that it's going, so
It's pretty close.
Go ahead.
Colten got 100 points, right? And so it's basically your percentile to the 100th of a point. So there are like you could be ahead or behind somebody by a 10 or whatever places and still get the same 99.9 points, etc. So I've added all those up. You'll see the average percentile there is 78.3, 77.2, and 75.7, which if you look at what John and I did, our percentile on the worldwide leaderboard is what, 72nd, 73rd percentile, John?
Yeah, it's around there.
When you look at the 6 pages of men, the 280 that signed up under the barbell spin, we're like the 32nd percentile.
But listen.
The people that are watching
Are fit as hell.
People who are competitive in CrossFit, I would say I fall into the 32nd percentile of just endurance. Right? We get to some real stuff. It'll get better. Okay. I somehow, before you reveal this is so tense right now. I feel responsible for whatever we get here. So like if we're last place, I feel like it's because I was so trash.
This is what I figured out, John. When I was going through all the data on my team, I was like, oh shit, like I have to like try harder. I like need to sell out because like I can't let these people down.
Yeah. All right. Third place. Here we go. Team meets
Woo! Okay, I feel good. I feel okay.
I'm not in last.
As long as I wasn't last, I know that I'm not the reason we failed so bad. Because if I were last place, I am the reason. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I can make up second place.
So we got some work to do. Team meet spin. In second place, within very close shooting distance. Team Ovaltine.
No!
We're in first,
Which means
baby.
in first place, Tyler's trash on top of
Hell
the leaderboard.
yeah.
Can I ask, is that difference between us two just
It's
the difference between me and Tyler?
No,
Or is it more
no,
than
because
that?
Tyler's what percentile are you, Tyler?
I was 88th today.
Yeah, so it's 15 points.
Okay. So it's not okay. And hey guys, I'm gonna be at least 30 points above them in the lifting one. So we're good. I'll make this up. I'll make this up for us. We got it, guys. I feel good about our position right now.
I just want to take a minute to congratulate myself and my team. Got this hat this week for the Trash Pandas, Tyler's Trash Pandas. I was looking for a panda hat. So this is in honor of Tyler's Trash Pandas.
So there you go. That is the leaderboard. It's still up for, I think, anybody's game, really.
Dude, the week 1 to week 2,
It's gonna be crazy.
dude, I'm so looking forward to the shakeup of it all.
Let's see how it
Yeah.
moves. Who goes back, who goes up, who goes down, who had the burpee ninjas versus whatever they throw at us this week. I mean, it's probably gonna be a big swing. I would say weeks 2 and 3 are gonna be more similar in the percentile than week 1.
Especially if they give us like a part 2. You know what I mean?
Everybody keeps saying that. I don't think they're going to be a part 2.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they are or not. I don't think I'm not saying yes or no, but if they give us a part 2, I think it's going to swing doubly hard. You know what I mean?
Sure.
What's
Yeah,
a
that would be
bin
way different.
chicken?
Kevin Carrick wants to know, when does the transfer portal open?
What
That's
is
when the NIL's figured out?
What is the raccoons? Oh, you're getting raccoons, man.
Yeah,
because
trash
Tyler's trash. Oh man, I love it. I love that. We need? Is there an Ovaltine one? Like
just a glass.
Yeah, just a glass of milk, I
with
think.
chocolate, I guess. A glass of milk and chocolate. That's
wanna-
awesome.
I want to know what a bin chicken is. Is that like a buzzard?
No, it's another name for a raccoon.
Really?
Yeah. So
No way.
Yeah.
I guess they call their trash cans bins. Yeah. That was. I wonder what people thought if they weren't aware of what we were doing. Like they saw like the meat spin, they saw the tornado, they saw the trash can. Like, are we calling people trash? Like, if
Dude,
you're out of the loop.
I love it, dude.
This is great.
This is so much fun. And I mean, and listen, if who all are listening, you need to respect losing. Okay. So at the end of this, that's cool, Zane. When they come out with the lift, we'll see who ranks over who. I will give you so much emojis, Zane. Okay, because someone's gonna be beneath someone, and it's not gonna be me, and you know that to be true as well. Okay. Watch it be like a gated one, and I'm just not fit enough to get there, and he still beats me. Whatever the next one is. No, I think you need to respect losing because the two teams that lose, this was super fun. I'm really happy we're doing it. You have 7 minutes of burpees, a 7-minute AMRAP of burpees, and you need to post your score or post it to a story with the hashtag of your team, right? And we all need to be in on respecting the loss if you lose. I want how many people are on a team?
115.
If my team loses, which I don't think we will, I want to see 115 hashtag oval teams with your burpee score. And that includes Colten. I know, Colten, that you're not the reason that we lost, but you still need to respect the process. Okay. You don't sign up if you're not going to respect the process. But it would be cool. We'd have a new world record for 7 minutes of AMRAP burpees, right? That'd be cool. But I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for the shift. I didn't think this was going to be as fun as it was, but the fact that we have so many people competing, it makes me. I'm really.
What's great is like Tyler, you did some math on it. I mean, nobody used the hashtag the barbell spin until this year. Maybe like a couple of people did from I don't know when. But we have. I think there were some other people that signed up after I assigned teams, and it's like it's too much to go back through and add. But like doing this next year, if we already have a running start of 400 people, and we get some new viewers and some new people that do this, like we could have a very serious.
Dude, I want 1,000. I want 1,000.
We were higher than most of the large training camps. There was only one that was larger.
No, like, and we did it last minute is the thing. There was no promotion. Like, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it every year, guys. We've decided, and we're going to get more, we might even make shirts with our own.
Maybe more organized.
Like we're going to go really big with it.
We'll get a panda suit. We'll get a raccoon suit.
You have to do one of the workouts in a raccoon.
15 minutes of burpees in a raccoon suit.
Ooh, dude, this might be fun. Like you have to run a mile in a raccoon suit.
A raccoon suit.
And I have to do a mile, but like an Ovaltine mile where I have to drink like a Fairlife every 400 meters or something. You know what I mean? And then spin, we got to come up with meat spin. Oh, dude, spin's bad. You got to sleep in a meat locker. Like we got to figure out one for spin. Yeah. But I think it'd be so fun.
Lee Frazier, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Vicky, spin, can you explain our team's hashtag? I honestly don't even know how meat spin came up, but
I didn't know what this was, and somebody from my gym explained it to me.
Just Google the meat spin, and you'll. And it
was out. That's exactly what you should do. You should just Google that
meatspin.com.
Oh, there's a website for it.
It's meatspin. Go to meatspin.com. You'll figure out real fast.
It's pretty. Barry. Off the wall.
No, don't do that. Nope. I did not endorse that.
All of that spin. What?
Oh,
that's
my
risky
goodness.
Doing that right there. Wait, just go to another tab.
Wait, did you really do it?
Yeah, dude. No, it was on the bottom here. Like it was bad. I'm like, spin. You pulled up porn. What are you doing?
I did not pull it up.
You got to know how many revolutions of the meat you can get.
That was really risky, man. Like I was okay.
There's a terminal spin velocity, John. And this is important science here.
I don't need to know it, Tyler.
Yeah.
It was explained to me, and I was like, "That's cool. I'm okay. I don't need it."
All right, here we go. Let's see. You spin me right around. Something like that. 25.2 guess. Tyler. Are you still sticking
It's,
with 22.34?
20. It's 21.3, 21.4, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Which is front squats,
Toes
chest,
to bar.
toes to bar, 15 front squats, 15 or 30 toes to bar, 15 front squats or thrusters, and then
rest 1 minute.
Rest 1 minute.
You can do
and
it.
then
You
it's
got it.
15
Front squats.
chest to bar,
15 front squats.
15 front squats, 30 chest to bar, 15 thrusters, same weight, rest 1 minute, 15 front squats, 30 bar muscle ups, 15 thrusters. Then it goes into 7 minutes of deadlift to a clean, to a hang clean, to a overhead.
To a jerk.
Max weight. Yeah.
Good job, Tyler.
John?
I like it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at that. All about the bar
I bet
muscle
you
ups.
wouldn't.
What? Well, dude, if you haven't seen me, I know you're saying that from the lifting, but I have zero gymnastics that I'm confident in right now. It's been really depressing. I cannot believe it's gone away this fast. I don't know if I finished that workout in the time cap. I really don't. I remember it being like pretty hard to finish back then.
If any of you are mayhem athletes, it was programmed like maybe 3 weeks ago.
I'm going to say 22.3, 23.3. I think there's a 60% chance it's 22.3 and a 30% chance it's 23.3 and then a 10% chance it's completely different. The leak that's running out there in certain places said 22.3 and they guessed the first workout pretty close to what it was going to be, but it wasn't exactly right. So who knows? But that's what I'm rocking with. 22.3
Solid source.
or 23.3. Yeah, no, it's not, and it's not from us. Like I would say it with my chest and confidently if it was from us. It's not. So I can't, right? But they were really close with the first one. And that can't be ignored. So that's what I'm going to say.
I think 22.3 will be the repeat. I don't think it's going to be this week, though.
I don't want the repeat to be with the Dallin and Jason and James. I would rather them do something different, and then you can let Emily Rolfe and Sydney Wells bite the bullet.
Why don't you think it'll be this week, Spin?
Because it's thrusters and pull-ups, and it's always the last week.
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
It's good reasoning. It's good reasoning.
The heavy lift tends to be the last thing because everybody gets excited for it.
So, but then it would lead more towards 23.3 with the heavy lift, but it's not thrusters and pull-ups. So, like if the repeat is 23.3, they could still do it, and then you could still have thrusters and pull-ups for last week.
And that's the thrusters. I don't know. I think it's ridiculous that we didn't do a thruster, but we did a clean and jerk with a dumbbell. And I know the stimulus is slightly different, but it's a bit redundant to me. And so it does feel a little weird to me that we would do thrusters.
Well, I mean, in 2017, they did dumbbell snatches, and then they had a snatch workout that was all the snatch. So,
and that's fair.
Yeah.
It's just
you think we'll get upside down?
I would love to, but
if it's 23.3, we will.
We did not last year, right?
No. And I think wall walks are a good test, or wall facing handstand pushups, especially if you put them at the later part of the workout. Like I would like to retest that snatch workout. I think I can get through the 185 this time. And I like wall walks were so much harder back then because they were new. I like that workout.
That would be maybe you go back to 21.1 as the repeat and then give the boys something different.
Yeah. Double weightlifting open, 5 tests, 2 weeks of double week.
No, the open doesn't. The open's preseason. They're not going to do that at all.
Well, I mean, with the Dave's hint, it could be 20.4.
No, they're going to have more clean and jerks.
Again, they did it with snatches and 20s. They do that all the time. Like a dumbbell's a different move. I agree with you. Spin. But they have before. 20.4 is the one with pistols in it.
Yeah.
The pistol clean and jerk workout.
Whatever's coming up, you need to, it's probably going to be gymnastics from a bar of some sort. And for that, you need to be prepared. And the best way to be prepared is to order frog grips. Use code SPIN. Save yourself
do that.
15%.
That'd be a
And
smart
if your
thing to do.
joints hurt from all the stuff you just did on the rig, get yourself some CBD athletics apparel. Okay, I am officially a sponsored athlete from
Whoa.
these guys. Yeah, and it's I'm really looking forward to trying out a lot of their stuff.
You're getting all the sponsorships, John.
I'm super excited about it. Yeah, I'm lifting heavy. My joints hurt from time to time. It's hard to stay flexible, and CBD is helping me out.
Let's pretend it's not a repeat.
I think if that's not the repeat this week, I think it's going to be wall balls, rowing, and deadlifts.
And ring muscle ups. And then
No.
it is the repeat, and it's 20.5.
No, won't be ring muscle ups.
John, let's pretend it's not a repeat. John, repeats.
I would like that one.
I would too.
20.5. I think 20.5 is one of the most fun workouts there is.
That's the build, or that's your own adventure, right?
Yeah, you're on your adventure.
That deadlift workout that you're referring to, Spin, sucks so bad.
Well, I'm saying it's not going to be a repeat. Like they'll do
Yeah.
something different with it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have rowing and deadlifts together.
You don't think so?
No, because they did last year. Usually they take gap years between movement combinations.
They had burpees and snatches. It was close enough.
You're going to have burpees every single year. But like usually with like combinations that are not like an every single year thing, they typically gap year it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like double unders are not going to be seen this year.
No. Don't
they
give Grant hope.
They need to have double unders.
Miss Spin just wants it because of Grant.
Yeah.
They need to have them. I just don't understand. To me, it's a sold out movement. I don't know why we do it all the time.
Yeah. There he is.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus. They need to have it just needs to be like 7 minutes of double unders. I'd crush on that. I'd be the top like 5%.
Would you?
Or better.
Can you do 700?
Probably could.
You can do 700 unbroken?
I don't know if I could do 700 unbroken, but I could probably break it up and not take much rest.
699.
Okay. What's your
About
biggest
698? What's that?
What's y'all's biggest set of double unders?
That's a real 1999.
It really is, dude. That's a lot of money, man.
Tipping it real for Tyler.
I don't think I've ever seen a real 1999.
He thinks you have influence on if there's double unders or not.
The most I've ever done, I did 2 minutes unbroken. It was like a 2-minute test. I think I can't remember. It was like 220 or something, or 225. And I was mad because I was just going to, like, that was what was called for, was just do 2 minutes max double unders. And I stopped and I was like, why didn't I just keep going?
Yeah, you should. Yeah. I've done 267 before, and I was like, I really wanted to do 300 for some reason. And, but like it was one of those ones, like you were probably better off than I was, because that 267 was like, I failed because I failed. My shoulders, it was everything to get to that. And then I was like, well, I'm not trying it again. I'm done with that. That was my attempt, and I'm done.
Thomas Stroud, 291, so close to 300.
Thomas is on my team. He did pretty good this week.
What
What about you, Tyler?
What about me? What?
What's your biggest set of double unders?
I don't think I've ever hit 200.
Have you tried? You're good at double unders.
I think I'm too tense. I've always been too tense. And I blow up. I definitely can do like sets of 100 on repeat, but it's when I start to get like higher volume that I start to explode. I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time. I would consider like training them for a couple of weeks, like do flight simulator for a week or something, and then test them.
Y'all should try to do it with a heavy rope. I've done 100 on a heavy rope, and it was the same feeling as 267.
I bet.
Like it was everything. I got 100, but no, I was really happy with it. But
That's really good.
man, it's so different. It's so different.
I would need someone else to count for me because I screw up counting double unders worse than any other movement. I had to do 150 in a workout one time, and I did 120, and I was like, yeah, I did 150.
Sound like Danny.
There's a girl, and Travis Mayer goes to her jump rope clinic every now and again. I'm pretty sure her name is Double Under Annie. She can do double unders for 10 minutes without stopping. Every single year, she does 1,000 double unders in a row. Just one time a year, she'll do 1,000 double unders in a row just to, make sure she can still do it, I guess. And her flight simulator time is like 4:04 or something like that. Like I when I was trying to get good at jump roping, I was like, okay, Fraser did this in like 6:30. So like 7 minutes is unbroken with like kind of stepping through relatively quick. And she was just, all she does is jump rope. Like she does CrossFit, but her job is jump roping. And she would do her double unders, and they're faster than most people's double unders, right? And then she like 5 and then 10, 15.
Oh,
like,
so she never.
There was no
stopped
step
it.
through. There was no step through. Like, and it was the fastest you've ever seen in your life, and just straight through like that. I want to say her name's Double Under Annie. She's worth looking up on YouTube. She does some pretty sick stuff with a jump rope. But all of her videos are like 10 years old. So like they're old videos. But if you want to see, and she don't look like anything. She just looks like this skinny little woman.
With
And
calves
she's
of
just,
steel.
just amazing at
Must
freaking
be.
rope.
Yeah.
You guys want to do some blind rankings?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
All right. Let's see. Blind rankings this week. Blind rankings. The category is 25 breakthrough. Which you're gonna rank the athletes who have the best chance
Okay.
of making it to the CrossFit Games this year, who have not. Basically, a rookie breakthrough.
Who's
We'll
number?
see.
Okay.
You guys want to strategize before you see the first one?
I just don't know who number one is.
What's the category? I'm sorry.
It's
Who's
breakthrough.
going to break through to the games? Most likely to break through the games.
Okay. Okay. This is a hard year to break through the games, I feel
There's
like.
just a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah. Okay. Probably Erica Folo. Yeah, this is hard, man. I feel like you're gonna say a name that we're just not thinking of. We're like, yeah, that's the one. Will Leahy. I see Erica over him, but
Astrid.
no.
I didn't even look. Did Astrid?
Molly Metz.
Is Astrid in the open?
Double under Molly.
I'll
I'm
look
sorry.
real quick.
Real quick. All the double under things I was saying. Her name's Molly
Molly
Metz.
Metz.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Slow Runner. It's not double under Annie.
That's
Thank you.
way
Thank you,
off.
Slow Runner. Molly, Annie, they all go together. Annie's a jump rope workout. Just
Samsonite.
calm down. Lucy Campbell's already been in the games, Barry. All right, let's just kind of go with it, and
We'll get one on the board and we'll know where we're at.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First one, Trista Smith.
That's a solid 3.
Oh. How's she doing?
I will not have higher than 3, Tyler. If you want to go lower than 3, I will not argue against you.
She was so close.
I
last
will
year.
not have her higher than 3, Tyler.
John, she basically almost made it last
Yeah, but
year.
the way to make it, though, you have to be top 2 in these competitions, and she's not that. She had to be top 11 last time. There's just a huge, huge difference. And like her best competition we've ever seen her do was that semifinals. I agree. She was very impressive. Very impressive. She hadn't done anything since.
Yeah, I'll go 3. I'm okay with 3. I just wanted to give it a fair shake.
Right, 2 or 3. All right. Next one, Ty Jenkins.
This one's hard again because I just don't see his path. I actually think Ty has a better shot than Trista does.
Yeah,
I know you don't. It's okay. But I think Ty is fitter than Trista. I see Ty as having a better career path than Trista. but he's just not
right now.
He's just not there yet, and it's harder. For
I would
men,
agree.
It's harder for men to break through than it is women, just because the top of the sphere for women is so much better than like after the top 15 women. It's just a huge drop off. And Trista can sneak in, right? Ty, dude, there's 1,000 guys that are like, trying to break through. 1,000's too many. But again, it's harder to break through for men. I want to put Ty at 2. If you want to put him at 4, I won't argue you.
2.
I was going to go 5 and be conservative. 4 then. You're going to only give me the 2 choices. My thing with Ty
he won. I know it's not a lot, but he did win. He won the RX division at Wadapalooza, and guys that win the RX division at Wadapalooza tend to break through.
In the old way of
that's the hard part.
Okay, you say what you want. Hiller was 2nd, so I don't know how much we can put stock into that. No offense, Hiller.
My thing with him, I agree. I think his career is going to be great. I just think he needs more time to cook.
No, and I don't disagree with that.
I think this whole season, like the thing is, you look at again 28 men and 27 women, or 27 men, 28 women from last year's games are back this year. There's only 30 men and women. Like it's gonna be hard to break through.
It's gonna be crazy hard. I think this is the hardest year to make the games we've had in a while.
Probably, I think the quote unquote easiest way to make it is through semifinals, the online piece,
and that's top 11,
and that's top 11 in the entire world. Like, I don't know, it's gonna be tough. All right, next one, and Astrid is not. She's out.
She's not in the open.
So, let's see, Mirham von.
Here's
Rohr.
the thing: I bought a lot of stock of her last year, and she was god awful in semifinals. And like, I know, obviously not god awful, but she did nothing that would inspire me.
Screwed us with Trista.
No, dude, calm down. We're fine. I put it 5.
Fine. I think Miriam should have gone at 4, but 5.
All right, 1 and 2.
You have Erica Folo left, man, and I'd put her over everybody.
If she's in there,
how would she not be in here? Spin has done a disservice. If she's not in here, Spin has done a disservice to us and the people watching. And honestly,
this is not the top 5 total breakthrough. This is ranking top 5.
If YOLO Folo is not in here, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You are ranking 5 athletes that are on here.
Thanks for playing ball.
Here we go. Next one, Colin Bosshard.
Ooh, yeah, I have the least faith in this guy.
And see, he's escaped my radar. Other than listening to people say his name and him doing well this week, I know very little about him.
Well, he was about to make the games.
Who else in Europe is competing?
And here's the thing: he will benefit from a lot of people dropping out, right? But he was very close to making the games, and then he had a terrible last event. And a snatch event, I don't think was great for him. But the lunging, he blew up in the lunging. He was in a position to make it, and then he blew up in the lunging. Harry Lightfoot came in and killed everybody. I actually think not Harry Lightfoot, but maybe Moritz Fiebig. Somebody came in and got like second place and took it away from him straight up. So, I mean, I'm good with 2 here, and then we just let it ride. It could be terrible, but it's up to you.
He's not going at 1.
Okay.
And we're just going to have to live with it.
And listen, if Erica Folo is on here, then this is the list we've chosen. I'll make my peace with it. I hope you can too. If she's not here, it's completely Spin's fault.
And the last one is not Erica Folo. It is a dude, I think, maybe. Here we go.
Maybe
Victor Hoffer?
I think I may have forgotten. Here we go.
I think I may have
Jorge Fernandez.
Oh, man. Georgina.
I told you Trista should have been first, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Jorge.
You know what's bad though? I just don't like. I think Ty's going to end up being the best one out of all 5 of these people.
Yes,
and well, this is just
in the next 5 years. You look at
this
is
just a bad list. I don't like it at all. Not even the order, just the people.
It needs to go.
I love you, Ty.
Trista,
You're the only one.
Trista, Jorge, Miriam.
Dude, no shot. Jorge, what he looked like last year in a semifinal, you're just telling me he's gonna get top 2? No,
we're talking about
shot.
this list, dude. This
Yeah,
list.
yeah. I think so. Look, where does Ty live?
He's in Florida now. He's on the East.
He's on the East.
Yeah,
That's
he's training with Dallin day in day out.
Oh, NorCal is probably his best shot then. Other than the
for a lot of
semifinal,
people.
other than the online semifinal. Yeah, I just think the list is trash, man. I'm blaming this on Spin.
Why is there so much talk about sitting and peeing?
That's because games athlete had
Austin.
something to say about you. Or no, he said Jorge. Hold on. We gotta come back up the list a little bit.
Jorge says no. This is referencing Tyler says to pee. So Austin had that shot of him at Rich's barn with his legs were like super wide standing there, and he looked like a 3-year-old peeing. And I was like, "What a pee stance!" And he said, "You sit when you pee." And I was like, "No, dude, I go straight, pants down to the ground, butt out, like kindergarten style."
Okay.
Oh man,
I didn't know Austin was in here. Sneaking around.
No, he's always lurking.
I'll be honest. I don't even know what to make of this list. I feel like maybe Trista and then Mirham, just because European.
I think the Europeans have the best chance.
A lot of European women are just out.
But think about the French throwdown. Even those who are the top athletes, they're going to be in Indianapolis doing the World Fitness Project.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. What the order should have been. This is my fault. Completely my fault. If we do not put fault on Spin, I would say go Spin first, and if we absolve Spin, then I would say Mirham, and then Colin, and then Trista, and then Ty, and then Jorge.
Trista, Jorge, Miriam.
Why do you think Jorge has a shot at all? Give me
playing the list, John.
Give me any statistical reason why Jorge should be up there.
He has been to semifinals.
How does he?
Bad.
Where does he qualify?
Semifinals?
Where does he qualify out of? That's the problem.
Yeah,
I know nothing about Colin Bouchard. That's pretty. He's
the closest one to making the games out of all of these people. Last year, he was the closest one. Yeah.
He's right outside in Europe.
Okay, then maybe I'm just guessing wrong, or maybe I'm underranking Colin. So
I think you're underranking them all. Dude, Jorge was not close at all.
I'm not coming off of Trista. I'll give you Colin.
Careful with your wording there, Tyler.
Miriam, Ty, Jorge. There you go.
Oh, you just threw him down there at the bottom now?
Well, you forced my hand. I got to do something with him.
All right. That's the blind rankings. You guys lost. Last one.
I think we all lost with that list. We need a better.
It's a disservice.
Yeah,
it was bad. In-person qualifying events. Some news. Lucas Hogberg gets an automatic invite to the Rebel Renegade games.
That's in Africa, right?
He's in the Africa.
Really quick, do we want to ask Austin if he's down for the thing that we talked about with Colten?
Yeah. Say it, John.
Okay, if the repeat, Austin, is not 23.3, I have told Colten that he cannot beat you in this workout. He says he can. So we were going to do this on the Spin live whenever you two are about it. He's about it. Do you accept? And if you do not accept, you're open to any words.
That's okay.
You're not accepting. Just letting you know. I'm sorry for throwing you in the fire. Throwing your name in the fire just seemed like something you would be down for. What do you say?
If you're yellow, I guess we'll know then.
If you're okay, 23.3. It's
Dixie for the $2 said Austin said yes.
Dixie don't know. If you're
she does. Or Dixie or Dave or whoever.
Good deal. All right, then we need to coordinate this, Spin. Let's figure it out.
Get our people.
We've done it before. We can do it again.
Let's figure it out. Oh man, they're back to back.
Oh God.
Do you want to bring them both on right now and just get terms?
Dear
Oh,
Dave.
no, we'll sort that out. We gotta find out if it's a repeat. We gotta
Okay,
find out if
okay.
it's a
Dave,
repeat.
That's right, that's
please
right, that's
program that workout.
Yeah, in-person qualifying events.
right.
Lucas Hogberg. That's pretty exciting, right?
I dig it. He's great.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's been doing.
Nothing.
He's been doing like programming and stuff, making weird videos. Still does that all the
He
time.
still makes funny videos. Yeah.
Dude, Lucas Hogberg is much better in competition than he is online. Lucas Hogberg was the guy that did not make quarterfinals or something like that.
Yeah.
Either
He got third
semifinals or
at the games.
quarterfinals. No, I know. I'm saying no, in person, he's much better than he is
Yeah.
online.
I went back through his Instagram. Like back in November, September, sometime last year, he basically made a comment that he's like, I want to get back on the competition floor. I miss competing or something like that. And people started asking in the comments, like, are you coming back? He's like, maybe. And so I don't think he's just like shown back up. Like, I think he has an interest in coming back. And like one of his posts was like talking about how much he loves CrossFit and how much he thanks everything that he has for basically all the opportunities he's gotten because of CrossFit.
He's based.
And if it's in Africa, he's got a serious shot to make it because they only let who Africa and what else?
It's Africa, Dubai, and the Gulf countries.
I mean, and Ruan's out.
Yeah.
Who would he be?
Keelan is out. He did not register.
Bruno Marins counts.
Bruno could go there.
Yeah, Bruno might be the one. But still, like he's got a really good shot to make it.
If he's still in shape, I mean, I'm sure he is. He was always like, I felt like he was always one of those guys who was never that far out of shape at any part of the year.
Yeah.
He's an OG though. Like people are saying Lucas who, and it's like he's been around a long time.
Oh yeah.
Well, you say OG, and I think like 07.
Well, he's not. He's not.
No.
OG.
It's just, I mean, it's we've been around for a minute. You know what I mean?
He's pre
2015.
He's pre Greg Rift.
Yeah, he took third on 2018. He was only behind Frazier and Fikowski or Vellner. 2018
or Fikowski.
Yeah, it was Fikowski. No, Fikowski and him tied.
They tied, and he got the tiebreak.
Yeah, in 2018, he got the tiebreak, and he got the tiebreak on the event right before that event. Two-stroke pool was his big. He got first place, killed everybody. Fikowski was second.
That was one of the.
Yeah,
that was one of the first. One of the big cases for P score for me, or Z score back then, and Brent would have got him had they scored it a little bit more proper.
Yeah. Oh man.
You need to calm down, Austin. You're only allowed to speak like that to people.
What's wrong with sitting to pee every now and again? Sometimes you're tired.
You can't say that. You can't say that to people who lift more than you. Okay.
Hey, Chase, he is in the top 1%. He's in like 0.8% right now.
Oof, cutting it close, Lucas.
That's about where Tia is. Also in some IPQE news, Travis Mayer is out, Tyler. He's no longer in the Mayhem Classic. Augustin Richelme takes his spot, but Augustin didn't sign up for the Open, so
classic. Whoops.
He'll just be there doing whatever.
Nothing.
It feels like.
So is Travis in the Open though?
Travis is in the Open. He is there.
Okay. I'm good with it.
You good? Okay.
I'm good with it.
Victoria Campos takes Ellie Turner's spot. Neither are in the Open.
Okay.
So,
I mean, at this point, I think they're just like, all right, we got to fill a roster. Like,
I definitely think that may be the case. Like they did invite 20 athletes, made it public, and then
still
waiting. Less than half.
Still waiting on my invite, but it's okay.
Right. They got lost.
You can show up if you want.
Is Tyler going?
That's the plan.
You're going to Mayhem?
Yeah. I'm planning on it.
Yeah. To compete?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be competing with somebody for something. Evidently with Austin to see who can stand and pee the longest or something.
I just drank a lot of Kool-Aid. I got a long stream about to pop around. Just letting you know.
Barry McCockner, what is going on with Ellie? Her back hurts, but she's doing wall-facing handstand push-ups. I have no idea.
Ellie's not doing the Open, man. That's it. That's all we know. We're not going to talk bad about her.
Augustin is in the Open. I did not see his score earlier.
We'll do a little fact checking session here, Augustus.
Augustin. Oh, no. Oh, I think he is there.
Yep.
He is.
there.
He is. 118th. Okay, good.
Not too bad. So how's that work? They just gave Lucas a spot. He's not from South America. Or he's not from
Yeah,
South
but if he
Africa.
lives in Dubai, which I think he does right now.
Oh, he does.
He gets an invite, yeah.
I was like,
Same with Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
Yeah. I was like, man, I would just really try to suck up to whoever's giving invites to that competition. Like, listen, hey, if freaking if Trista Smith gets to Africa, I will then I'll pick her.
Well,
But,
I mean, we talk about like how hard it is to get in for some of these, like those 5. Would you consider doing the online qualifier for like Asia?
if you're them,
Yeah. If you're
yeah,
Trista Smith,
I mean, you're not gonna get in any other way.
Dude,
That's your way in.
everybody.
if you're somebody like Colten, like do a long autograph signing, and that'll pay for the whole trip right there. They don't ever no big athletes ever go out there, and so yeah, and then you'll win. It'd be a trip worth it.
I mean,
Well, I think Colton's just banking that he's going to be good enough somewhere.
I think we do need to do a show where we walk through who we think is going to make it through each of these, because like you think about Mayhem, and that field is stacked. If you just look at just the men.
I mean, this is a show for another day, but I've been working through this, and it's like you better make it in affiliate semifinal, because if you don't,
you start like if you miss Mayhem, and then you go do
NCC.
Well, you do the online semifinal, you miss, and then you're going to do World Fitness Project if you're like a Dallin or a Jason or a Medeiros, and then you got to turn around and go do either TFX or Syndicate, or then NCC, and then the week after that, NCC is the last chance qualifier.
And the last chance qualifier.
Like, there's a lot. Like, how many times could you do this?
How does this work then? So Mayhem is before the in affiliate semifinal.
Yep.
But
The one in Spain is also before.
if you win, or if you qualify through an in affiliate semifinal, we might not know who's going from Mayhem.
No.
If you make it in
goes
Mayhem,
first.
you go to Mayhem. Wherever you get through first, you get through. So if you make it in Spain, you go from Spain. Does not matter where you are in the in affiliate online semifinal.
So in the in affiliate semifinal, then if Mayhem goes first, if you qualify through Mayhem, does it backfill?
It backfills in the in affiliate semifinal.
Yeah, you probably don't even do
Mayhem
you probably don't even do the semifinal at that point.
Yeah. But I mean, if you do, then like it will backfill there and it'll be top 12.
Okay.
Spin. Did Victor Hoffer not do the Open? I do see him.
He is not.
He's kind of a weird one, huh?
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
I believe you. I'd say he's an odd one to not do it, I think.
Agreed, especially with how much like marketing and stuff they were trying to hype him last year.
And he didn't even do it. It's not like he did it. Like
he's got World Fitness Project money, man.
Okie doke.
I don't know. I mean, I think this season, I like the season, but I don't think anybody knows how to best navigate it. No, how to best navigate it. Right? Because
that's your training.
Because like I've said this before, when Mayhem was starting, like the Mayhem Classic, it was like when they invited these top 20 athletes in the world, like if I'm number 19, I know I'm not going to beat all those guys, right? So do I not go and try to go find a different path? Right?
I mean, if you know you're not going to beat all those guys, then I think you just weren't going to make it unless you have an opportunity the way Lucas Hogberg does.
So Sprague is going to go to Mayhem.
Right.
See, I don't know if that's Sprague's best move.
But see, like, think about Sprague. So Sprague, let's say he doesn't do it. He doesn't qualify. He takes third. Right? So now he doesn't get it. He goes to the in affiliate semifinal the first weekend of May.
It's probably not great for him.
Right. So let's say he finishes 13th, he's out. The weekend after that, he has to be in Indianapolis for World Fitness Project. The weekend after that is TFX if he chooses to do it,
which is his best route.
which is probably the best way of getting there. And then if he doesn't do that, he goes to the NorCal Classic,
Which
the
a whole bunch
first
of
weekend
people are
of
going to be
June, which
doing.
a lot of people are going to be doing. And then if you don't do that, the following week you have to do the last chance qualifier.
And that's probably not going to be good for him.
Right, because it's another online piece.
TFX is your best bet, and you have to do World Fitness Project the weekend before.
And probably semifinals the week before that.
If I'm Sprague, I'm going to WFPE and I'm laying down bunts. I'm basically not playing. I'm just there.
How many are going to do that?
That's a good question. But no, I mean, I agree with Tyler. I think you prioritize, and I think Sprague will prioritize that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just treat it like training and like yeah.
I mean, we'll definitely get into that after the Open wraps up. And
Like
have
even
more
like
time
max
to talk
out
about it.
lifts, you just it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You pull
know
a
what I mean?
BKG
Or-
and do 95-pound clean and jerk and call it a day.
I don't know. He might do like 225 or something.
Augustus, didn't Hoffer say something about being exclusive with WFP? No, he spoke about 2026, saying that next year for WFP it was going to be exclusive. Will called me very quickly after that and said, no. We want to play with everybody. So I don't know.
I wonder if the WFP has realized that they have increased our because now like our coverage, like during 2019 when we had all the sanctionals.
We didn't have anything. We didn't
that
have
was
anything in
when morning-
place back then.
Right. But that's when all those grew. Like Armin was like super important in those times, right? And his channel skyrocketed. And it's like I don't know if the WFP has realized that we've become very important due to them. I won't say that we're important, but we're going to get more volume because they did what they did.
Well, when is their event? It's been the date?
May 9th through the 11th.
Okay.
I think you guys are saying I don't think that I don't think he has it in him to bunt. If you're smart, you do. And I know that Sprague is
You got to have
smart as
priorities.
shit.
Yeah, like if he doesn't do that, like he's not prioritizing making the games, and I just think he will. Like if you're not going to break yourself the week before your best opportunity to make the games, especially if you've already failed to make it in Mayhem, you did not make it in the online in-person affiliate semifinal. This like TFX would be one. It's your third shot at trying to do it, and it's your best shot. I don't see him killing himself for points like to do at the World Fitness Project. I just don't. This is like he's smart. And like if you're Justin, you're doing the same thing.
And essentially, like you're going there, like you're gonna earn points if he does the workouts. Like he's not gonna do terrible, even if he's like, okay, I'm gonna go like 85, 90% or something, right?
That's still middle of the pack for most of the
He's still
workouts.
gonna do well. And then the rest of it is like it's a tour, so it's just getting in front of fans, and it's just like shaking hands and kissing babies. Like that's their thing.
The December one is what matters most. If you take top
Right.
5 or 10, you're probably going to guarantee your card anyway.
So yeah, bunt, base hit.
Honestly, again, we could get into this in another show because it's been over 2 hours. But like the points associated with World Fitness Project, it's not impossible, but probably most pros will end up getting their card again, just because it's how difficult it is to be a challenger
And get in, yeah.
all 3 times.
So actually, Colten might have the best route through this.
He'd have to get in on the in-person affiliate semifinal for it to be the best route.
You think the in-affiliate semifinal, he won't qualify?
I'm saying he would have to qualify for it to be the best route.
And then, because he's planning on doing the challenger division.
Correct.
Yeah.
But like if you get your spot early, then you're good. Or like, and honestly, like whoever gets it out of Mayhem,
Yeah.
then those guys, they're going full throttle the whole time. Right. So like
Right.
Yeah, because then it's basically just like the treat the World Fitness Project as their semifinal.
Right. And I mean, like, if you make it through Mayhem, then the season's going to go pretty awesome for you. Everything that you thought it was going to be, it's going to be. But the problem is there's 10 of y'all that think that, and only 2 it's going to happen to.
Mm-hmm.
And those other 8, it's going to be rough. And
scrambling.
So let's say, and like, you know, Dallin and Hopper are both doing the Mayhem Classic, right?
Yeah.
So if those 2, they're both like either likely to make it through there or the Inaffiliate or Syndicate, right? Like they both have a very decent shot of making it through one of those 3. If you don't make it through one of those 3, though, because there's hurdles to all of them, like then this is a terrible season, right? Like, and it's not terrible and like you still can't make it, but like just the stress that's going to come from that. And I don't think you're going to get good training because you had to go to all these things. And
I actually think
and I just think it's likely to happen. It's likely to happen to somebody. I'm not saying those 2, but it's going to happen to multiple really, really good games athletes.
Yeah. Unless you're Tia, you can't guarantee yourself a top 2 spot anywhere.
Right. And don't get me wrong, you make it in Mayhem, then everything's going to be great. And it's going to be like, see, I told you so. This is all about opportunity. I'm making more money. You're absolutely right. But if you aren't those 2, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
I actually think that some of these top athletes might gain resentment. The ones who will easily qualify for the games, not easily, but are the top athletes that will qualify to the games out of the in-affiliate or the in-person semifinals or in the in-affiliate semifinals and then go to the WFP because they're like, there'll be this narrative that you're kind of taking spots and you're like doing this other thing and like you're half invested. I could see there being some friction at some point where they're like, kind of like, fuck you. Like, I want to go to the CrossFit games and you're like half-hearted doing this. Like, this is my thing. And you're over here with the WFP and I can't even get in there because your thing won't invite me in. You were invited into that.
Maybe. I mean,
I don't see that, Tyler.
Because
you still choose yourself to do that. You didn't have to.
No.
Like they don't control what you choose. They're not affecting you signed the contract. You know what you're in for when you're doing that. It's not.
No, I'm talking about the athletes who are missing out because these athletes have 1 foot in both ponds.
I mean, I think they may feel that way, but I don't think they should. Like they should have. I think when you get to TFX and you're going against maybe a Sprague or whoever who's, you know, maybe a Medeiros if he ends up going there and they've competed 3 times in a
I think
weekends in a row and you can't beat them, you have nothing to say.
Well, yeah, and I think those athletes are licking their chops. I'm like, because if I was one of those athletes, and I get what you're saying, these like they're the top of the sphere are being way too greedy and they're just trying to do everything and it leaves nothing for people who are beneath them. If I'm those people, and I think of people like a Chris Ibarra, right, who's not really like made it, but like he got to the games one year, but he's still like, you know, a cut below the top tier games athletes. Like if I'm him, I'm licking my chops because I'm coming to TFX as peaked and at the fittest I've ever been. And a 95% Sprague or a 95% Medeiros might not be good enough to beat me. Right. Yeah. Like, and that's how I'm thinking about it. I can beat those guys if they're a little bit run down.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance they're going to be if they don't do what we're saying with like taking it easy.
Yeah. And we're
at
like,
the World Fitness Project.
We keep talking about Dallin, Jason, Austin, but you also got Roman in there.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple other guys in there that
well, you got like a Jack Rosamond on any given day can beat somebody. Like the workouts are good for him.
Jack's gonna be one that's gonna be having to go to Syndicate probably, right? And may have to go to somewhere last minute. Like we're going to see people scrambling these last few weeks to go somewhere. And I think if you are serious about trying to do anything you can to compete, you got to look into the Far East Throwdown. As crazy as that sounds, like,
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm really excited for NorCal, because it's literally going to be every athlete has
Going
to
to be the
scramble.
catch-all. Yep.
Every athlete that
they've
has
already
to
given a lot of their invites, and
they
the
still have
qualifiers
some.
already
They
over.
still have some, though. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. But like, it will be the last chance in person of qualifier. So I've got a feeling the atmosphere for NorCal is going to be way different than any other semifinal, because it's going to be like this everything it rides on this. Like, it's
You're
going to
going to
be
have athletes there that are
intense.
extremely exhausted of competing. And that's what, and let me not restate what I was going to say, but like say, that's not what I think that they should do, but people grow resentful. I was just thinking about the stress, like people grow resentful, and that there is an opportunity here for people to have a negative opinion of some of those top athletes. Also with the WFP for creating a sort of situation where athletes are having to choose this. Now, I'm like, go out and get your money, do your thing, but it's not going to make it, it's just going to make it super stressful. And I think people are going to get resentful.
That's more drama. We're here for it.
Yeah.
The TMZ of the CrossFit world. I think that's it. 25.2 tomorrow afternoon. We'll find out if we're right. If 22.3 is the answer. Other than that, you guys are going to do your workout, record it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I would almost rather 22.3 than 23.3 at this point, the way the handstand pushups went today.
I agree.
Because that's a workout that I should murder Tyler on just because of the snatches. And
yeah,
I couldn't get through the handstand pushup. I'm like there is just zero gymnastics that I can do.
I don't want anything upside down. Grant needs it.
Oh, I know you don't.
Don't want
I know
it.
you don't.
I hate it.
Like it
I
was
hate it.
It was
I'm not good at it.
Not
Not
shock
gonna lie.
to me.
So
I need this cold to shake so that I can perform well.
Yep. All right, guys. We are 2 hours and 12 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Go like, subscribe, comment below if you're still hanging out with us after the fact. We'll read your comments, and we'll see what 25.2 brings us tomorrow.
I apologize to absolutely nobody.